Welcome everybody to the first ever podcast slash debate slash discussion. This is a type of stream where I usually invite guests and we talk about stuff that really matters, and not that many people are actually addressing it. And I think there's a lot about to say on today's topic, which is small streamers. It's a very interesting community, and yeah, we're gonna talk about everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. All right, so small streamers, how would you define someone a small streamer?
I feel like a small streamer is someone who still has a small viewer count and is still growing their community. Like as compared to like a big streamer who has already made it and already has content out there and just been doing it for a big amount of years and it's already successful.
I definitely agree with the viewer count. Probably someone who's like, I'll probably say like sub 20, if you had to put a number on it, I'd probably say like sub 20 count, concurrent, like regular, that sort of level. If someone had like a regular stream or one-off stream, it sort of gets higher up there in numbers. It could be not small, but yeah, probably a relatively new streamer or someone who's been doing it for a long time just hasn't found that niche that they need to get, or they have that extra skill, extra unique selling point that they have.
So basically, if there's someone who's been streaming for like a long time and he has like less than 20 concurrent viewers, so that would kind of put him in this category.
I think so. I'm not sure. There's quite a hard question.
There are many metrics when it comes to streaming, right? There are followers, there are subs, there are average viewers, right?
Yeah.
For me personally, I hate this term, small streamers. It's very widely used, and I never ever use this term to describe myself, because when you call yourself a small streamer, when you're starting out or you have low average viewers, I feel like you kind of go into that mindset where you let yourself do mistakes because you're like a small streamer and you say like, oh, I am small, nobody will pay attention. Because if you like go to big streamers, right? I would be very cool if everybody would just be streamers, because at the end of the day, that's what we are. So, but for the sake of the conversation, if you would go like to big streamers like Pokimane or all of these guys, the OG, you never like you would never see them do like any discounts to themselves. They do everything super professionally, super clean, and I believe if you have this mindset of like a small streamer and you don't get yourself to that level, you will, in my opinion, right, in my personal opinion, always stay at that level, and you won't be having the same mindset as the big streamers do. That's just like my personal opinion. There are a lot of things coming with it. You like may do like, if you're doing an overlay, so you're gonna go for the cheap one, and you maybe won't talk too much to chat, stuff like that. That's what I call like small streamer mistakes. Yeah, and like also I wanted to make like an example for like, let's say there's a business, all right? Because I address this like a business to anything. At the end of the day, we all want to be like full-time streamers or have some sort of success on this platform. So let's say we like make an analogy to another business world. Let's say a pizzeria. So let's say a pizzeria is opening up and they say at the side of the bed, we're like a small pizzeria. So they have like 2 broken tables and there's like no chairs, and they like hire some high school kid to make the pizzas, and the pizza tastes ugly. And straight away he's like doomed for failure, right? As soon as you see this pizzeria. So the same thing goes for me with small streamers.
So it's basically like if you're limiting yourself, then it's kind of like the end of the road, right? Then, right? So I feel
Yeah.
like if you are quote unquote a small streamer, try not to limit yourself and try to grow from everything that you learn or want to try to do. Like, let's say if so since I still started, I still have yet to make a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
And the best way for me to start growing is to post in other social medias, just like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Start making videos and start to get yourself out there. That way, your viewership has more connections from other places and direct you to that Twitch.
Yeah.
I definitely think, as with all new things that people try, even if it's like just, oh, I want to get fit, I want to do something, I want to eat more healthy, you've got to sort of take it in steps. You can't overload yourself with, I need to get all of this done right now, right then.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's going to take time to grow, but if
Of
you take it in
course.
small steps, you'll sort of turn it more into a habit, and then as long as you're constantly on the move to improve and just get better and have practice, and you're not going to be great on your first ever stream,
Of
and
course.
nothing's going to be perfect either, and you're going to want to change things as things grow. So yeah, like with the pizzeria, you're not going to have, like, let's just say you're in a business, you've got a certain amount of funding, you're not going to buy a high-end location. You've got to start off in the small areas and sort of progress from there. Yeah, but make sure that you put your best foot forward and present yourself as you want to be seen. If you do go into that mindset of a small streamer, oh, I'm not going to make it, I'm just going to do this for fun, you can do that, but sort of, if you mindset in the back of your head that you would like this to be successful, you've got to put the energy in.
Yeah, like, if I further clarify my point, of course everyone has a learning curve. You don't like download OBS, boom, million viewers, and you're like in it, right? You have a learning curve. I did so many mistakes, right? Like, I'm putting myself as an example here. I've done many mistakes. Like, my microphone was sounding like I was talking from a toilet, and so many mistakes. Obviously, we all gone through it, and we learn from it, and this is perfectly okay. My point is, in your mentality, you should, even when you're learning, you should try to do everything the best as you can, to the extent that you can. Yeah, and improve from there. Exactly. And not
that was exactly me a few days ago. So I did a stream on Wednesday, and I felt like the audio wasn't good enough, so I ended up buying a new mic, and I ended up testing it out, and it's so much better now.
It is. It's your mic. I think is way better than mine, honestly.
Oh really?
It sounds so good.
Oh wow, really? Thank you. I still have a lot, like I said, I still have learning to do in terms of like the audio aspect, because I still feel like it could always be better. Like, it's good now, but what if I could still change it to make it the best there is?
It's a constant growth. I think even for big streamers, they always improve. They get new stuff. Obviously, on a bigger scale than we right now, but it's the same concept. All right.
Do you guys also think? Oh, sorry. Keep on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you guys also think like gaming has to do with a lot of the being like from small streamer to big time? Because like if we're gonna talk about like, let's say like this guy's Toast, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like doing TFT videos and like streaming TFT videos, but as soon as Among Us hit, that viewership and that YouTube videos skyrocketed to millions of views, and like he averages like more than 14,000-17,000 per stream now.
Wow. He's
Crazy.
on Facebook right now, right?
Yeah. And before that, like before signing Facebook, I'm pretty sure he earned like millions of dollars just because of it.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite streamers, honestly. He does he's really good at what he does. Like, I think the biggest streamers in the gaming, like not variety, in specifically gaming, they have to be super good at what they're doing. So for this guy's Toast, he started like in Hearthstone. He was like pretty good Hearthstone player. Then when TFT hit, he was probably like one of the best in the world. And now
Yeah.
in Among Us, I'm pretty sure he is the best in the world, and he pretty much brought it to the mainstream. I think he was the first one who introduced me to this game. I'm not sure if anybody like streamed it before him, but yeah, he's really good at strategy games, and I think that's what make him one of the things that make him so successful. You can take also Shroud, for example. He's like a beast, right, at FPS games, and he's super successful as well.
I think Among Us was a very unique.
Gonna be streaming TFT. I still have to learn how to explain things properly.
I've watched a couple of TFT streams. I do not get that game whatsoever. It looks like 3D chess to me. I'm like, I haven't really invested that time to understand it. It's a big bunch of.
Some people explain it really well. If you ever check out Bebe 872, he does really good. He's one of the best challengers in Korea right now.
Cool.
But he streams like at the worst times, I think. Yeah, he streams at like a very late time, so it could be early morning for you guys, I believe.
Yep. So follow. Let's go into the deep stuff.
Man, you're going at us really hard at the very early morning. I thought you were gonna skip around a little bit, but yeah. I don't necessarily do follow for follow because right now I don't necessarily have anything of value to offer people. Like, if I do just one follow, like, would it really affect one person? I don't really believe so.
No. I think there's some positives and some negatives to this. Like, one, there's like a very slim chance of anyone who's doing a follow for follow is actually going to watch your content. Yeah. I think they're mostly doing it for that quick gain. But then it sort of feels like a shortcut. Shortcuts never really work long term. If you've got a short goal in mind of like, oh, I want to gain this many followers, sure, that's going to work, but you're not going to follow in at all. It's just a number.
Because exactly, like, let us say you have a lot of followers and you're boring. Not to be rude to anyone else, but like, what if it's just like you have nothing to show when you're streaming, or just like it's literally like a deadpan. There's nothing going on.
Yes.
Like, would a follow for follow really do anything? No, I feel like the streamer has to like go for or plan for the long term to for the growth, right? Like you said from like you guys said from the previous questions, like you have to improve in order to be more entertaining, to offer more value to your stream. And if you don't have that, it's kind of like, what's the point of following?
True. It also looks very funny. I have seen I've seen so many streamers, mostly for like learning what's good, what's not, and I've seen like guys with like 10,000 followers. I'm like, oh, they should be like big shots, and they have like one viewer and they're not affiliated.
Oh no!
So you immediately see it's straight up follow for follow, and it looks so terrible. And there's like guys who are like obviously, like, I call them like content creation gurus. You probably heard about them, like Alpha Gaming and stuff, guys like that. So he said, and I really agree with it, as we address this as a business, so there's always the branding thing going on, and when people see you like always doing follow for follow, it's really bad for your branding.
And I think in one of his
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
I think in one of his videos he said that when he works for marketing some people, one of the actual agents like goes through some of the more notorious follow for follow discords and just searches for your name, and if he sees you on there, he puts you on a blacklist, and like all the other marketing people, they share this blacklist, and you'll never hear from them at all for any sort of sponsorships or marketing deals whatsoever. So it's it just reflects really bad on you if you're going to be using it, and if you've got like tens of thousands of followers and you do have that one concurrent viewer, it looks bad.
You should pretty much start over, I think, at this point, if it gets to this point.
Yeah, I also feel like if you're spamming your link, try not to do that because
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably just annoy people, right? It's
Mhm.
like it's not showing a good sign for you whatsoever.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. People just not gonna click on it. That's like, at the end of the day, it's true that Twitch is like a gaming streaming platform, but like, if I see, honestly, let me guys know if you are like on the same page with me. If you just like in a Discord with like a bunch of people, or like whatever, or Facebook, and you just see someone come and support me, I'm playing Warzone, would you go and support this guy?
No. No.
If you look at the category for Warzone, there are thousands of other people to choose from. What
Yeah,
makes
So
you special?
it's like if you
exactly.
think about it this way, like, okay, so what if this guy is just here and wants to post Warzone, but what if there's a successful streamer, let's say like Myth, who's playing it? Wouldn't you rather just see Myth because he's already established it?
Exactly.
Mm. Mm.
But if he says like, "Oh, I'm doing like a challenge, like I'm only using like my legs to play Warzone," would you go and see
That
that?
Now
Right?
that
that
would
is
be
more
interesting.
interesting.
So when it
Definitely more interesting.
comes to like spamming links, definitely put some context into it.
It's the same. It's the same as all those YouTube videos where you see people playing Guitar Hero with melons, or they're playing like Dark
What?
Souls with a steering wheel. It's
Gu-
like, what? How? And
Guitar
then you
Hero
watch it
with
and you're like, wow.
melons?
I'm sure it's been out there. Like, I'm just throwing stuff out there, but I've definitely seen people do like Dark Soul runs, no hit runs with steering wheels, and
Oh
it's
man, that's
it's
crazy.
crazy.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Wow. I'm still trying to imagine like playing guitar with melons, but alright, sure.
I guess my example would be like Box playing with a controller back then when he was playing Riven. If you guys ever seen that for League of Legends.
No.
Wait, you played
Oh,
controller on League of Legends?
Is it
yeah, he
possible?
played a controller. He was pretty good at it actually. It was what the heck?
Wow. Wow.
So I was just, man, if I'm ever this good, I don't know how I'm pulling this off. Like,
I was
then again, he
trash
was
at
like
that
what?
game.
He's like master Elo, or like still relatively good no matter what happens.
It's just the extra factor. Oh, I got beaten by a guy who's playing controller on League of Legends. It's just like, oh my god, no. My self-worth gone out the window.
Exactly, all my confidence gone.
Alright, so when it actually comes to like growing, so let's say growing is like average viewers. So how do you get those average viewers, in your opinion? Like, where do you get them from?
Well, I've been following your articles in Discord recently, and the one that really stuck out to me was that you're streaming for what, say, 3-4 hours maybe, or a couple of hours each day. You've got the rest of the day where your channel's dead. It's not doing anything, not producing content. So definitely Twitch is more sort of aimed at promoting like the higher Twitch streamer, higher viewer counts and sub counts. Where YouTube, it's more regular content that you push out, and people find it the steady growth. If you produce YouTube videos, that's offline content. You're not having to entertain people right there and then, and you can just leave that running in the background, and that's gonna earn you follows. If someone just opens up that video, likes what they see, and find out that you have a Twitch, and if that's in sociable hours for them to sort of join in and have a watch, I'd be far more likely to join someone that I have enjoyed their offline content and find, oh, they're online, maybe I can interact with that person.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. I totally agree. Also, if you're doing like also other social media, like let's say Twitter or like Instagram, right? Try that to make it basic. Like try to make it different. Like let's say if you're gonna start streaming, right? Say I'd probably say like start a video, say something to the audience, or I don't know, do something embarrassing, or do something like and people will actually more gravitate to that because they'll feed off the energy and like want to see it rather than like, here's my post, go follow.
Yeah, I'm live.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks for letting me
Great,
know.
thanks.
I don't know who you are. What do you do?
I think actually almost all the streamers I watch I got from like other platform, not directly from Twitch.
Oh yeah,
Honestly.
rarely do I ever go through like the categories. Like, oh, I want to watch this game.
Uh-huh.
Scroll all the way down the thousands of pages and like, which one should I pick? You're always like the top row.
Oh, this guy
Yeah.
is playing League of Legends. How interesting.
Well, in terms of content creating, before you guys were streamers, what were you guys doing? As for like, you guys were doing YouTube and all that stuff, or?
I think I'm in the. I haven't even started YouTube yet.
Yeah, no,
I'm no. This weekend, I'm planning on looking through a bunch of my VODs and sort of making a compilation or even a channel intro. So there's something like that on my channel. Because at the moment, I've just got that annoying guy telling me that I need to make a channel intro on the on my little banner, the 60-second intro.
But I still have to figure out how to video edit it because, like, if I'm just gonna say the basic stuff and talking in a webcam, it's kind of like, can I pull you for a clickbait? No, all right.
Your face is enough for a clickbait. It's just. I do a little bit. I just had fun with it until now. I think I have like a gaming channel. At first, I would just like grab straight up VODs from Twitch and throw them in YouTube from how lazy I was, and then I would do like thumbnails on Canva, which is like a free website for thumbnails. And then I rewatched it and I was said, oh my god, how did I do it? And I started getting more into video editing, and lately I was really watching many videos on how to edit videos. It's actually a lot simpler than it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like a video on YouTube that shows like how to edit a funny YouTube gaming video. Think when you write like how to edit gaming videos is the first one, and he uses like a paid app to edit videos, while I use DaVinci Resolve, which is a fantastic software for editing, and you can just it pretty much gives you anything you need for starters. Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to get into this YouTube thing. So far.
Can you send me that link after?
Yeah, I'll send it.
Yeah, I've got Resolve just sitting there on my taskbar, just staring at me, telling me to do some work, but I haven't touched it yet.
Wait, so how did you get affiliate in like a week, Leeicko?
I pretty much joined as many Discords as I could, and I did the cringe. I did the thing where you told us not to do, like pushed out my name quite a bit. And yeah, I did get a few DMs about follow. I did do that, but I'm not doing that anymore. That's not going to work. So anyone who's DMing me to follow, I'm not doing it. I'm just refusing, closing the DMs for that.
Sorry, Bobos.
But no, I had a lot of friends help me as well. So like I could probably badger them for about a week and a half, and that's probably the best I could badger them for. I'm pretty sure if I badgered them now, they'd be like, Liam, just stop sending me to Twitch link. So they helped me get the concurrent viewers. But yeah, but it's going to be a long hill.
Yeah,
long hill to climb now.
I do feel like if we are like as we are starting right now, if you are gonna start Twitch streaming, try to ask your friends and family to join and help out, because their opinion does matter, and how you represent yourself. Because if you think about it this way, you are projecting yourself in multitudes of people out there. If you can ask your friends and family, like, oh, what are some things that are good about me, or what are things that are bad? Maybe I can improve on it, and then start elevating myself into a better service that I can provide for people.
Definitely.
That's what I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I did. I have even a video about it on how huge of a head start it is if you tell actually like all of your friends and all of your family that you're streaming. It's kind of cringy at first, like, oh, I'm a streamer, But like, boy, you can easily get like 15 viewers easily if you're like a highly social person. Assuming you're not, you can get like at least 5 from your family. But
in a way, it also gives you confidence to that because they know that that you can do it, and it's like,
yeah,
oh man, it feels great.
and they actually like give a shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for small streamers, I think 70% of the viewers are other streamers that are lurking there for benefit. How many times you had this message lurk in your stream? This is not. I think I'm gonna ban this word from my chat, honestly, because it's straight up you telling me, I want you to know that I'm here, so later on you will come to my stream.
Oh no!
And
go follow.
It's a viewer for viewer.
Yeah, lurk for lurk.
Lurk for lurk, exactly. So I think family and friends are the actual like people who can enjoy your content, because at the end of the day, I would rather to have like 5 viewers who are like interacting and they enjoy and they can give me like how do you say it in English, like feedback, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or like 10 people who are lurking there and they probably will never come back if I don't lurk back. That's how I do it.
Absolutely agree. It's a lot easier to stream when you have someone to bounce off, and chat is great for that. Like if I have someone chatting in my window, it's just great. I can just talk to them and see how they're going, sort of, and then hopefully, if I've talked to them enough, made a good impression, and they come back. But if you've got a dead chat and you're just scrambling for things to say, if you're not used to talking to yourself in a room playing video games, then it's going to be difficult.
It can get very awkward.
That's pretty much very right now.
But then on the other side, you kind of have to do that because
it's like I have to explain myself what's going on, what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, your strategies and stuff like that. Say that what you're thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Because if someone joins your channel and they just see some bored guy playing a video game sitting there not saying anything, no one's going to stay.
It's the worst. And always like reply to chat if someone's saying hi and stuff like that. Don't like ignore them. For me, when I don't have viewers, I literally saying everything that comes out in my mind. Like it gets like so weird. Like sometimes, oh, I'm breathing. I think I said it once.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think I said it once. Like it's tough, but you can do it.
Yeah, it's also good practice anyway. Right?
Yeah,
it's like you're talking to yourself. You need to say what's on your mind and see what's going on.
I've always been told throughout growing up that I'm too quiet, and now trying to do this is going to be one of the biggest struggles of my life. I feel like
Same here. Like many actually streamers are like dealing with social anxiety. I think it's a big motivator for people to go streaming, and it's like awesome. Like for me personally, I have this to a certain extent, and it helped me so much. Like I really feel like I am like socializing without actually having the pressure of people. Honestly, like right now I'm talking to you guys, I have zero anxiety. It's super cool. It's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, because when I first started out, I wanted to be able to talk to other people, right? But when it comes to face, I'm really good at it. But talking to a camera, I'm still like, hey, I'm still really shy about it. But since I'm talking to you guys right now, it feels great. I feel like I'm relaxed and just going with the flow, really.
I'm just a completely sort of opposite person. If I'm like in a party situation, I have no idea what to do, no idea what to say, but having sort of a common goal with like just joining discords and chatting with people, and even like doing the podcast now where we're just talking, we've got something in common that's easy to talk about. And, like I mostly did it because like the whole COVID situation, everyone's been separated. I was never the most social person in the world, but all this like distance socialing, it even got to me, and I was like, wow, this is bad. I never realized how much I needed to talk to other people. and
Oh yeah,
this was like another step of like maybe I could make some more friends, do some socialize.
definitely.
Cool.
Do you guys think COVID really impacted the Twitch community though? Because when COVID started, the growth wasn't as big, but now it's just like boom.
Absolutely. I actually wrote an article about it because I was going through like Twitch statistics, and it literally, the number of streamers has doubled itself over this year. Double itself in 1 year. And there are actually like, I think 2 times more streamers on Twitch than viewers. I can actually like put it up for you if you want to, for like the ones who's viewing this right now on Twitch. This is insane. Like most of the people are streaming to 0 viewers, like statistically, and there are so many streamers right now. Like millions of people are competing for the same thing. It's insane. I'm gonna.
It's like the crazy thing with like. I think Netflix had to reduce the quality of their streaming just because everyone was at home on the internet, and that doesn't really surprise me. But the amount of people actually doing the streaming, I'd expect the view count to go up, but the amount of people starting to stream.
There's like
I guess wrong time, didn't I win?
There's like 6.4 million monthly streamers right now. It's a 75% increase from 2019, and there are 2 million average concurrent viewers, which is a 62% increase.
That is insane.
Yeah,
I should have invested in Twitch stocks.
Seriously, we should have started investing in Amazon before that even started.
Wow.
Oh my word.
It's crazy.
Man.
So we have many topics left. It's been already like 47 minutes, honestly. So let's try and address some more topics that I've seen like are being brought up in like different communities, Facebook groups, and Discords. So first thing, Discord. I think it's a great place, generally saying, for streamers to hang out. Right?
We're doing it right now.
Yeah. There are different kinds of Discords. There are like the follow for follow, and there are some really good ones. Definitely good platform for small streamers.
Like yours.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Well organized. People are so social. It's amazing.
I hate being complimentary to myself. I don't know like if there's anything other than this. I don't know how many Discords you've been at, but
I've been in a lot,
but most of the ones I've been in,
say that someone's organized, it's organized.
Bro, when I started streaming, I was like on a Discord with most of my streamer friends right now. I got kicked out of it later, but I will tell you the story.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you why I created my Discord. So it was like the Discord of like a certain streamer. So it was like his community Discord, and he had like self-promotion and like push for affiliate, all this typical stuff. It was great. They like literally helped me like within a few days get affiliate. I was super hyped, and I said, all right, I want to start my own community Discord, and I did. And I invited people, a few like friends that I made on this like Discord. I invited them to my Discord, and then the admin just banned me from the Discord because it was like sabotaging his growth. And I was like, what the hell? And I said, and there are many like Discords like that are all about like one person promotion or like a community Discords, and there's not like really place with like complete equality. Like it's really for everybody to grow. So that's what I'm trying to make with this Discord. I don't know if there's any other like that. All right. So next topic.
I was just going to say, I feel like with Discords, I've only joined a couple. I've only got like 3 or 4 at a go at one time, just because. And it's getting a bit overwhelming already, just by the amount of notifications that you get and the amount of channels and like discussions going on. But I see with so many channels, you can spend a good solid 10 seconds scrolling through channels and channels of stuff. But I'm just looking through your one. You can get through your channels in like 2 scrolls or 3 scrolls, but it's got all the important stuff like laid out perfectly. It's probably one of the most organized ones I've seen, just to say.
Yeah, especially what I like about your Discord is more personal. Like you interact with so many people here. That's why I like it so much.
I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I really do. I really do.
You deserve it, man. You're the one who's been doing all the hard work, even setting up this podcast, man. Thanks.
Sure thing. So let's try and like, there are some really controversial stuff that has been going in like communities. So first of all, male versus female streamers. What do you have to say? I've seen many posts in like Facebook, like, oh, ladies are like stealing our viewers because they look good and stuff like that. What do you guys think?
I feel like that's a very immature young male point of view. It's pretty toxic as well. I'm pretty sure female streamers work just as hard as any male streamer out there, really. They probably deal with a lot more crap than we would do. They don't get judged on their... Well, they probably get judged on their appearance a lot more than any male streamer, I would assume. I think it's just a very immature point of view for someone that's probably very angry at themselves for not finding that viewership.
Yeah, I agree. I think like it's a skill to an extent. Like, I'm not sexist or anything, but like, if you're looking good, just like being a model, there's nothing wrong with using it. If you are pissed because people go and watch like a lady that looks good and they're not come watching you, like, it's your problem. You should like work on your own skills, whatever you got, in order like to be successful. And the same thing, like, if there's like a guy and he's like a really good looking and he's putting like on his Twitch profile picture like a picture of him shirtless and like a bunch of ladies go there, I don't see a problem with this either.
Yeah, it's just using what you've got to your advantage. If you don't use what you've got to your advantage, you're a fool, essentially.
Exactly. And Twitch, like, actually, I think there was like an issue with like when Twitch actually even like lowered, like they fined many girl streamers for being too provocative. There was a thing like that, right? Recently.
I'm sure that's been brought up, but I don't know about the recent events.
Yeah, it was like back in the day when Twitch was starting, it was like a very big thing, like a lot like accidental nip slips, you know, or some very interesting poses to feed your dog. It was a little bit, but right now, Twitch really worked on that, and it's really equal right now. All right. Pressures of being a streamer. I think you brought this one up, Bobasauwr.
Yeah. Since I'm still still relatively new, I wanted to ask you guys like pressures about it, right? Yeah, like I say, content creating that we have a pressure of because we still have to produce content day in and day out, and if we don't produce, we get no follows, we get no viewers, nothing happens to your chat or your own Twitch stream then. And then
I definitely think
about, if we're also talking about the mental aspect of it, like sometimes you're just gonna feel alone, and sometimes like if there are no viewers watching you, you definitely will feel alone then.
Yeah. It comes, I think, a little bit not exactly like pressures, but disappointment to an extent when you're like working so hard and still nobody is watching you.
Yeah.
I have this a lot of times. But yeah, honestly, the only thing I have to say here it's that it is what it is. We just saw the numbers. It's a long run. It's hard. You have to be better than the rest. You definitely have to be better than the rest. And there's also like the factor of luck, what called being in the right place in the right time. Because most of the big streamers, they have like this big boost. So this guy's toast had like TFT or Hearthstone. There was
Ninja
like
Fortnite.
Ninja Fortnite. Everybody had like hopped on a trend. Like obviously guys like Pokemon and like all the OGs, they started when there were like nearly as bad as many streamers right now. So they had a lot less trouble with that. But right now, you should like have the mentality, like be very focused, know what you want, know what you, like believe in yourself, and try to be strong mentally. There's definitely a lot of pressures, a lot of expectations that are not always fulfilled, and there's even like to an extent jealousy, I'd say, when you see um, like others people like when I'm just saying that like it's not for anyone, but I'm just saying it potentially could be like jealousy of other people who grow more than you, and then that frustrates you.
Oh man.
It could be. So yeah, definitely you have to have like a certain mindset for this, in my opinion. Yeah, Liam, you want to say something?
There's just that pressure of, especially when you're small, you don't know how long or how much content you should be pushing out there. I think that's where the importance of schedule comes in, and a schedule you can keep to. Consistency, as much as I hate this phrase, consistency is key.
Yeah.
I would say. But I've set myself just a certain couple of hours each weekday evening where I'm not doing anything, and then on the weekend I can probably produce a video and push that out there, like one YouTube video a week, and build up from there. The pressure to be entertaining at all times is also, I don't know how most people would do it. You just need to try and find a way. I've seen some streams where they just like they do have a bit of a following, but it feels like I don't have that. I can't match that energy level. Some people are pumping out content everywhere, and like the screen is flashing so loud, and then you've got that mind, that sort of voice in your head, like trying to compare yourself to them, and it's the pressure of that can sometimes get to you.
Yeah.
And then even before you stream, it's the anxiety of, oh my god, do I want to go on air? Do I want to go on air?
Everyone can see me now, right?
Yeah.
The whole world.
And,
yeah, I think definitely one mindset trick that I use is watching other streamers as like guys I can learn from them, like rather than competitors for viewership. It works for me a lot. I learned so many. I like consultate with many streamers. I think I say, what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Collaborating, all of that definitely helps with the pressures to me, because then I feel like a lot less hostile in a hostile place. I feel like I'm more welcome. So I think, yeah, you guys want to say something? I'm planning like to wrap up the thing.
I don't know. You're doing good. Like for me, like a pressure right now is kind of like to find other communities that I can grow from as well, and then learn from it. Because like before I even joined this whole thing, I was at like the Alpha Gaming channel, and I was like lurking to see what's good and what's not. And then that's how I found yours. And I was like, do I want to play like Among Us with these people? And I don't even know if this is like direct collaboration or anything will benefit for me. Then I was like, all right, well, I found Elephant, and then he was posting like, oh, let's do a podcast. I'm like, all right, I feel like that would be a better option. Now I feel like the pressure's kind of like dwindling down a little. There is some content that I know that I could produce now with podcasting or have a future with it.
Yeah. So we are almost an hour in, and I still want to have some time to address some things that were brought up by chat. And so really quickly, what are your goals for the future? Where do you see yourself, like in the near, in the far future? Yeah.
My short-term goals are to. I think I was been speaking to a friend of mine who's a really good artist, and he's been helping with my branding. So I think I finally got that now down. So all these short little goals to try and improve the professionalism of my stream, and just making sure that I don't bite off more than I can chew to start off with. I've got to sort of get in that mindset of finding out that content that I'm good at and sort of push that sort of content. Long-term goals. I'm not going to imagine myself being a big streamer. I'm not even going to think about that. I'm just going to think I'm going to have fun. I'm going to see if I can improve. I'm a real geek for the tech side of things, and seeing all of this extra like technology that is involved in streaming, like Streamlabs, OBS, I love that stuff. So I'm just seeing what it can do for me and try and find some really weird stuff and see if I can get it to work. Those are essentially my goals. If I get a following, great. If I don't, that's fine by me. As long as I'm learning something, that's good.
Yeah, for me, it's more of like, sorry if it sounds like a cliche. It's more like I want to grow a community, build relationships, and basically gain more friends. Really, it's from like, and I feel like sometimes I am alone, and I feel like gaining new friends would be better off for me. And I do feel like I want to be able to talk to people, and even be there for them if they need someone to talk to, really, and have fun with, honestly.
Fantastic. For I think I'm like the most like up way there somewhere with my expectations. I really love to dream big. There's a lot of plans. I definitely focus right now mostly on the Discord. So my vision for it is like eventually for this to turn into a team that supports fresh streamers. Not gonna say small streamers. Definitely streaming. I think I will focus more on music streaming and just chatting streamings. I just enjoy it. I'm really not much of a gamer. I do like playing Among Us, League of Legends, TFT, all of that, but I like all of that other stuff more. I think that's it for me for the close time, the near future. For the far future, I definitely hope that's what I'm gonna do for a living. Honestly, not necessarily. I'd say Twitch streaming, but like producing content, whether it's music or videos or whatever. Yeah, that's it for me. Anything else you guys want to add before we wrap this up? Some questions with the crowd?
Do they have any other questions right now?
The only question I've really got for chat is what would they like a podcast about? Have they got any questions that they want?
Do you guys have any questions? I see some big dinner debate going on simultaneously.
Yeah, they're talking about dinner.
About
I don't think I can answer that.
Pineapple pizza. That's a whole podcast on itself. That's like a 3-hour podcast.
Pineapple on your pizza?
Oh, where do you stand on that, Elephant?
On pineapple pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. No, that's a big no-no for me. Everybody unfollow.
Personally, I don't mind it because sometimes pineapple adds a sweetness to the saltiness of the pepperoni. So it's like, not bad.
But why pineapple? It's like it's a weird kind of sweet. I'd say like like pepper, like the red pepper. It's kind of sweet, or tomatoes. But pineapple, like who came up with it? Like I don't know. Someone was really bored. Like, okay, what interesting thing I can put on a pizza? Oh, pineapples. All right, so Scout Dan has a questions. Okay, I got a questions. Where you guys see yourself in a few years in terms of streaming? So I guess it's like specifically for Twitch. Where do I see myself? I really just doing my thing, I guess. I don't know my like in terms of like numbers, like if I can give you a certain benchmark that I want to be at in a few years. I'm not sure if it's even gonna be Twitch. Just from how many competitors and how many competition is going on Twitch. Definitely, if there's gonna be a better platform, sooner or later, I might check it out. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna do this. And as I say, music, just chatting, occasional gaming. Hopefully, I will do it full time. What about you guys? Yeah, we kind of answered this already, right?
Yeah, pretty much the same. But like,
Yeah.
as from what I said before, or my thoughts of like the future is that I want to be able to connect with viewers and build relationships with them, and hopefully become friends with them. And like I said, if they have they need a shoulder to lean on, and if they need to talk about any mental things that they need to get off their chest, I'm always going to be there to to chat with them. That's what my main focus is, because like I want to make sure, even if I'm not streaming or anything, I want to leave the world a better place than what it was before.
You know, that was like a big dream of mine. Like around the time I started streaming, I was going to like say, okay, if I'm getting a certain size where I have like influence and I'm like talking with the Twitch staff, I would definitely suggest them to make like a separate category called like support or mental health, and for this category to be super highly moderated, so there are no toxicity whatsoever. So people who were like have history of bans, they like can't go into this channel, so it will be super toxic free, because obviously you have to do this in order to have a category like this. And I think like maybe like subs and donations from this category will go like for charity for mental health. Like Twitch
Yeah,
could
that'd be
hire
great.
Twitch could hire like certain like psychiatrists, like psychologists, and have them like chatting with people, and then like split like a little bit to them, a little bit to Twitch, and then the rest for charity. I think this could be a super cool idea. Somebody might have thought about it.
Have you? I think
I
there's
mean,
a
you just
channel.
did.
Yeah, I think there's a channel called Healthy Gamer GG where there
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
psychologist.
Oh
He's
yeah.
awesome. He's awesome. I love him. I
He's
really
doing
hear him a
really
lot.
cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
Is he a
And
licensed practitioner or no?
I think so, yeah. He
Wow,
said, I think in some of his streams, he's like done it for like investment bankers and like high pressured jobs.
that's
He's been a
crazy.
gamer, so he's been streaming. He's streaming to other streamers and having
Yeah,
chats with them, which has
That's
been really
awesome.
insightful as well in what the big guys are thinking and what's happening with them. No, I definitely say check them out as well.
yeah, he's amazing. Um, whenever I work in secure, I always like, I think at least once a day, I listen a little bit to healthy gaming. It really
Mm.
like helps out. All right, guys. Do you have any other questions?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm good. I think
Yeah,
this
no,
has been.
All right. I
I think we
think.
covered
All right.
everything already.
All right.
Unless
Super
Matt has
cool.
more questions.
I'm happy we actually like got everything down. I was very skeptical about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty much all the points.
Yeah.
How do you Rocket
Whole
League?
podcast flew by because we talked for for so long, and it just felt easy and natural, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super stoked to do it once again. Well, another topic. It was super fun, or maybe the same topic with the different guys. I think there's still a lot of things to talk about it. So let's wrap this up. By the way, Scout Dan, how to Rocket League? We are not the guys to ask. Me and Liam are pretty much like rotten dog food level. I don't know about you. Maybe you're a god in Rocket League, Bobasauwr.
Oh no,
Anywho,
I'm terrible.
yeah.
I'm still learning how to get in the air, and I still missed the ball. So don't count on me being good.
I streamed my first games of Rocket League just the other day with you, Elephant, and
Yeah,
my word,
it was a lot of fun.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We got stomped.
it was super good. No, we had some quite good games, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, when it comes to gaming, like Among Us or Rocket League, it's for me just to have fun with friends, not really like
Yeah,
to win every game. It's like
that's like a whole topic for another like video. That like this is the future of streaming, in my opinion. Like less of this competitive games, esports, which was what Twitch was built upon, and more of this social games, in my opinion. At least for the near future.
That is definitely another stream. That's esports is the topic all in itself.
That's part 2, guys. That's part 2. All right, so to wrap this up, I want to thank everyone for joining the stream today. I want to thank our guests, Liam and Bobasauwr. Definitely check them out. If I put this on YouTube and Spotify, I'll put the links down below, so it will be easier for you guys to find them. Have a nice one. Take care. Don't get COVID.